It starts like this. Just you, figuring it out, looking a little ridiculous, wondering if everyone else got the memo to not buy the lame goggles. But here's the thing about women. We don't stay alone for long. One knock, want a ride, and suddenly the road feels different. Some people might call it a disturbance or making a scene. We call it showing up. Friendship has always been a little disruptive, and if that's trouble, good. Because somewhere tonight, there's a woman holding a baby she's just met and wondering who she is now. And we want her to know we're already on our way. We're not sending a brochure, we're bringing the party. Grab a helmet, we saved you a seat. This year, our theme is good company, and here's why that matters. David Brooks asked a question in an article he wrote in The Atlantic, and the question was something like, why is everyone so mean right now? And at first, I totally disagreed. I thought, people aren't mean. I know a lot of kind, thoughtful people. But then he started giving examples, and I had to admit he had a point. A restaurant owner said that he has to eject a customer for cruel behavior once a week, something that never used to happen. Or a head nurse watched her entire staff quit because patients have become rude and ungrateful. And suddenly, it didn't feel theoretical anymore. He was right. Something is off. But I don't think we've become worse people. I think we've just lost our calibration. And here's what I mean. We've somehow created a world where it's completely normal to share your thoughts with 1,000 people online, but weird to ask a new person to coffee. Or we'll post something super vulnerable and then hesitate to say that same exact thing to someone sitting across the room from us in the same room. So this year at MomCo, we're bringing back 90s friendship. Unscheduled, a little inconvenient, analog, and quite frankly, a lot more fun. Because when Paul writes in Ephesians 2, you're no longer slaves and outsiders, but members of God's household, that wasn't poetic language. That was a radical redefinition of what it means to belong. A household meant shared life, shared responsibility. You aren't optional. And if you don't show up, something is missing. And so friendship is back and we are all in. And every year we have a few concepts that will guide us. So this year, first, we're going to be interruptible. Here's the truth about friendship. Most deep relationships are formed in those moments that feel slightly inconvenient. Like someone's kid spills juice on your couch, or a neighbor needs help at exactly the wrong time. But maybe that's the point. Because as Ian Simpkins says, you weren't created for a life you don't have time for. Anyone can show up when it's convenient. We're going to be the kind of people you can count on when it's not. Second, we're going to practice word over worry. And what that means is we're going to read the Bible together. Because reading God's word is how we learn to be friends with God. Intimacy is built through long conversations and learning someone's voice so well that you can recognize it anywhere. So we have a Bible in a Year journal that we've been working on. It has a chronological reading plan that we're going to read through the whole Bible together starting this fall. This is what it looks like. And you can pre-order it starting today. You can find it in the MomCo store, so grab a copy. You're going to want this in the fall when we start reading together. Third, we're going to make things beautiful. As women, God gave us this natural ability to elevate everything we touch. Hand us the raw materials of everyday life, a little flour, sugar, and butter, and we'll turn them into a party. Give us a bachelor pad and we'll make it into a cozy home. We take the love between a man and a woman and turn it into a baby. At our best, God has given us the ability to make life more beautiful, more delicious, more meaningful, and more enjoyable. But beauty isn't about how something looks. It's about how something is lived. It's celebrating what's good instead of constantly rehearsing what's broken. It's choosing joy when complaining would be easier. Because negativity is everywhere, but a cheerful heart that feels like medicine, not only for ourselves, but for everyone around us. And then last, we have a fourth this year, so an extra. We're going to stay true because we don't need more information. We need more wisdom. We need discernment, integrity, the courage to live the same life in private that we show up with in public. Because in a world that rewards image, character is what actually builds a life. And here's what I hear from women all around the world. Shout out to MomCo moms watching from all over the world. If you don't know, we have groups meeting in 112 countries. Isn't that incredible? But here's what I hear from women across the world. We have been sold a version of the good life that doesn't actually work. Achieve more, acquire more, optimize everything, and we've tried. We've checked all the boxes, but still something felt missing because we were handed an incomplete story. The life that actually makes us feel alive isn't built alone. So this is going to be a year of relational courage, where we help each other break free from unhealthy habits that keep us from real connection. We're going to help each other resist insecurity and fear of rejection. We're going to resist overwhelm and heal from friend breakups that have happened in the past so we have the courage to try again. We're going to risk being known instead of just liked. And, this is my favorite. We're going to have more fun. Before I wrap up, I want to show you our new graphics for the year. We don't normally do this, but I wanted to give you a first look here. So here they are. How fun is this? We've got nods to the 90s. There's fun colors, lots of font options, throwback graphics and visuals, and I love these. Look at these retro patterns. Sarah and Kate, our graphic designers, totally crushed it. Am I right? Okay, friends, this is going to be a good year filled with good company. So return to the basics of what MomCo is all about. Friendship is back, and this time we're showing up unannounced. Now check out these other new things that we have for you this year.
Around the world, MomCo moms and leaders are doing extraordinary things. They are starting groups in places where moms feel completely alone. They are creating communities so that faith can grow. They are stepping into needs no one else noticed yet. And often, they have incredible ideas that could transform their communities. But what they need is a catalyst. And that is where Pitch Night comes in. That's right, MomCo moms, Pitch Night is back. And this year, MomCo is giving away $150,000 in Pitch Night grants to help bring those ideas to life. Starting today, MomCo moms from around the world can apply for grants ranging from $2,000 to $10,000 to launch projects that serve moms and strengthen their communities. These projects might support a unique segment of moms that are underserved. They might equip families with very tangible resources that are hard to come by in your corner of the world. They might even create brand new MomCo groups in places where the gospel has never been shared with moms before. The ideas are as diverse as the communities we serve, but they all have one thing in common. They start with a leader who says yes. But wait, here's the part we are so excited about. Every $10,000 grant recipient will be invited to take the stage at MomCon this year. That's right, Pitch Night is coming to the main stage at MomCon. On Saturday morning, in front of the entire MomCon conference, these leaders will share their project and the vision God has placed on their hearts. Which means this year, we may have to technically call it Pitch Morning instead of Pitch Night. I don't know. Whatever we call it, one thing is certain. This is where bold ideas take the stage. It is sure to be one of the most powerful moments of the entire weekend. Real leaders, real ideas, real stories of how God is moving through moms around the world. If you are a MomCo leader or member and you have an idea that could impact moms in your community, we want to hear it. Pitch Night applications are now open. Tell us your vision. Share the need you see. Invite us into the story God is writing where you are. Because the next idea that could change a community might start with you. Applications close June 1st. You can visit www.momco.org www.themom.co/pitch night to learn more or apply.
Okay, guys, this is some serious business here. We got some new merch.
New merch.
I like your windbreaker.
Thank you.
It's
Purple
loud,
and
though.
white.
Yeah.
Look, has a
It's
little
got a
hood.
hood.
The hood is cute
Love,
for when it's raining.
And it has pockets.
Pockets. Hey.
And it's loud, so don't be trying to sneak and do anything because we can hear you.
You're right. You're right.
Okay, we can hear you. And the hat.
Look at that hat. That is so cute.
Okay, Gracie.
love
so
that. Love
cute.
that.
You should do it like a little hey, Braxton. That'd be cute. And this is serious and holy.
What is this?
This is a Bible in a Year journal that
much
we're
is it?
offering.
So cute.
It is, let's say together,
$34.99. Okay,
You can
deal.
get this soon. Okay, deal. This is serious though, you
That
guys.
is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
When can they get it? One.
When can this be available to
Pre-sale starts today.
Ooh.
Click the link in the
I'm
bio.
gonna get one.
people? Love it. Don't y'all love us? Cute merch. I need one of those hats. Hey guys, we have a steal for you. MomCon tickets right now are on sale until this Friday at midnight Mountain Standard Time. Are we sure about that ticket price, you guys?
Half off.
Okay. You gotta come, guys. It's gonna be the bomb. But don't take it from me. Let's go chat with some moms who've been to MomCon.
If you are a mom and you are thinking about going to MomCon, you should do it. It's a great opportunity for you to meet other moms, to learn new skills, to become a better mom, to have a great time, to feel refreshed and rejuvenated. Just do it. I promise it'll be worth it.
You should go to MomCon because you deserve time for yourself, time to make new friends, and time to get away from your kids.
Being a mom is hard. I had the privilege of going to MomCon, and being a mom that's cherished and celebrated for the whole weekend was fantastic. So I think you should come to MomCon.
If you are wondering if you should go to MomCon, you absolutely should. It is such a good time to find connection with not only people that are maybe in your MomCo group, but also with other moms who are going through the exact same things that you are going through in all of these different times of motherhood, and you will leave feeling so refreshed and having such a fresh perspective on how to be a better mom and how to be a better you overall.
Moms, you should go to MomCon because you will have such an amazing time that's full of joy, where you get to connect yourself with God, you get to connect yourself with other moms, and it's going to be the time of your life, and you are worth it. That's why you should go.
Mom should go to MomCon because you feel more like yourself when you get to learn, and when you come back feeling like a better version of yourself, it's an unbeatable feeling. The ticket price is unbeatable, the speakers are unbeatable. It's just this weekend of amazingness, and that's why you should go.
When Paul writes in Ephesians, you are no longer strangers, but members of God's household, that word household in the ancient world, that didn't mean cozy family dinners and matching pajamas at Christmas. In the first century, household meant survival. If you belonged to someone's household, you didn't just get a place to sleep, you got their name, their status, their inheritance. And if you didn't belong to a household, you were invisible. Historians estimate that in the Roman world, nearly 2/3 of the population lived in slavery. Freedom wasn't the norm, it was the exception. And adoption was even rarer. It was almost never extended to girls and only occasionally to boys, typically among elite families desperate for an heir. In Paul's day, adoption wasn't about love or belonging. It was selective, strategic, and reserved only for a few who were deemed worthy. But then God does something unthinkable. He changes the whole system. He adopts us not just sons, but daughters, not for advantage, but for love. Jesus becomes our elder brother. The king gives us his name, his inheritance, his future. We're no longer outsiders. We belong to a family, which tracks perfectly because God is relationship, Father, Son, Spirit. And when Jesus walked the earth, he lived in community. He had close buddies, and there were all sorts of people around his family dinners, doubters and hotheads and outsiders and sinners. It was a table full of people who should not have gotten along, and he calls them family. When my dad died unexpectedly, people showed up with food and helped us move and showed up in a million tiny but meaningful ways. And they didn't offer advice. They offered presence. It's not a new strategy. It's a way of life in the household of God. It's being people who show up with sandwiches or sit in hospital waiting rooms, people who share meals and carry burdens. And it's why the future of the church isn't bigger stages. It's in deeper relationships. Dietrich Bonhoeffer wrote that the church is Christ existing as community. It's not content about Jesus. It's the embodied presence of Jesus among his people, which means that friendship, real biblical friendship, isn't casual. It's not convenient. It's covenant. So when we talk about belonging this year, we're not talking about finding your people necessarily. We're talking about becoming God's people, a family where strangers become sisters, outsiders become insiders, where friendship doesn't just make you feel known, it forms you. So get ready for good company.
I remember when I got my first smartphone. This thing was supposed to make every task easier. Talking to someone, taking pictures, navigation, reading your Bible, listening to music. Whatever it was, the phone did better and faster. But here's the thing. I find myself missing the slower things. I miss the anticipation of a developing photo. I miss the reality of being a little lost while using a real map. I miss the satisfaction of these keys hitting a page. And I miss the simplicity of listening to whatever the radio gave me. So I'm done with the doom scroll. I'm done looking down. I want my house to be filled with laughter, to hang more photos on the wall. I want to get back to something real, a life I remember because I was fully there for it. I want to get back to something analog.
Hey, before we go, I just want to say that this is an important year and also a really wholesomely good year. And so may your life feel a little less like a to-do list and a lot more like an impromptu hang with friends. May you show up unannounced and stay longer than you planned. May your days get beautifully inconvenient, full of people and interruptions and moments that are better than anything you might have scheduled. May you be anchored in the word, quick to make things beautiful and steady in what is true, the kind of person others are relieved to find. And so here's to good company and the kind of good trouble that just might change the world. Amen. And let it be so.
Everybody's talking about my mom jeans. I've got my mom jeans. I've got my mom jeans on. Everybody's looking at my mom jeans. I've got my mom jeans. I've got my mom jeans on. Everybody's talking about my mom jeans. I got my mom jeans. I've got my mom jeans on. Everybody's talking about my mom jeans. I got my mom jeans. I got my mom jeans on. People gather around to see our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans on. We can dance over here. We can dance over there. We can walk down the street and everybody says we've got our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans on.
You know, our jeans have made us the punchline of SNL skits.
Yeah, but now all the cool kids say, "Oh, I love your outfit."
That's right, we even changed the look caught up with our rise, our high rise.
It's called Coastal Grandma Core.
That's right. Moms are the trendsetters now.
These kids used to laugh at us, and our pride sure did take a beating.
Now they drop hundreds on what we wear to PTA meetings.
Everybody's talking about our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans on. People gather around to see our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans on.
mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans on.
Wait, Ben, are those our jeans?
Cool jeans are for everyone now.
Oh, a man who understands fashion.
These jeans cradle me better than any bachelorette ever could.
Ben, that is so true.
Finally, everyone realizes that moms have been right all along.
Did you just say everyone?
That's right. These jeans don't discriminate, they liberate.
Not to mention the pockets are so spacious.
I've got a full chicken tender in mine.
Respect!
Everybody's talking about our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans on. We can dance over here. We can strut over there. We bend over once and everybody stares. We've got our mom jeans. We've got our mom jeans on.